नमस्कार यहाँलाई फेरि पनि स्वागत छ जीवन सङ्ग्रहको अर्को एपिसोडमा। आज हामीसँग हुनुहुन्छ अरुण भट्टराई जो कम्प्युटर सिस्टम्स नेटवर्किङ पढेर उहाँले अहिले ब्याचलर इन बिजनेस एन्ड आइटी पनि पढ्दैछन्। हामी सबै स्वागत गरौँ अरुण भट्टराईलाई।
Thank you so much, Didi, for having me. I'm so excited to just talk with you about everything, about school and everything. I saw your TikTok and I was like, oh my God, this is such a great idea to get the youth in, to introduce them to the outside world, the internet, right? I'm just really excited to talk with you.
ओके भाइ, सो तिमी सानोमा कस्तो थियौ होइन, कस्तो ठाउँमा जन्मियौ, परिवारमा को हुनुहुन्छ?
So, म नेपालमा जन्मेको. I came here to Canada. I went to Winnipeg. I was 6 years old. So the first 6 years was in Nepal. So refugee camp, Bhattarai camp F, F4, F2. I don't remember because I was so little. So when I was younger, I remember everybody used to tell me I used to run everywhere. I used to have a lot of friends. I used to make friends really easily, but I like to be alone. I like to travel alone, go to random places, not get lost, but just know where I am. And whenever like my mom wanted me, my dad wanted me back at the house, they would tell other people that if they saw me, just just send them back home. And yeah, I just love to travel, just explore new things. Even when I was little, just whenever मेरो मामाहरू कहाँ घुम्न जानुभएको बेलामा, like I just wanted to go with them. I would cry if they did not take me, हुन्छ नि. So I was just very full of energy and always running around.
त्यसो भए सानोमा तिमीले अब धेरै चकचके होइन, धेरै सोसल खालके बच्चा थियौ?
Yeah, not so much like misbehave, just getting lost.
जिज्ञासा हुने जेको पनि,
Yeah, a lot of energy. I never made like mistakes. I never got like, troubled, It was really good. And yeah.
अनि भाइको पढाइ लेखाइ कस्तो थियो सानोमा?
सानोमा नेपालमा कति? I think like kindergarten PP भनिन्छ हैन? But it was not good. I barely went to class because I just did not like class. The teachers too, I did not like how everything was conducted, how they taught. Because, नेपालमा हुन्छ नि त्यो हिर्काउने, कुट्ने, त्यो मन पर्दैन थियो. So I just did not go. So but when I came here in Canada, it was much, much better. I learned English very easily because I came here when I was 6. So it was like that.
Okay. त्यसो तिमीलाई पढाइ लाइक एजुकेसनमा त्यस्तो फोकस थिएन तिमी सानो हुँदाखेरि?
No, not when I was like सानोमा that, no, not at all.
Okay. अनि भोलि पर्सि गएर के बन्छु सोच्थ्यौ तिमीले, लाइक करियर के बन्ने जस्तो सोच्थ्यौ?
I've always wanted to be, so around the age of like 15, 14, I wanted to be a psychologist. Because the brain, it intrigues me so much about how the brain works. Not just the brain, but about how like the brain is connected to like
all the other body parts.
Yes, not just the body parts, but like external things like the universe, how we are one with the universe and all that. And I grew up in a very, not like fully religious, like those extremist household, but it was like semi-religious. So I have like a lot of knowledge on like Bhagwan's, Krishna and everything like that, the Bhagavad Gita, Ramayana, Mahabharata, हुन्छ नि. So I have a lot of knowledge on that, and I want to connect that to like our actual like human flesh. So the psychology is like connecting it to that, the external energy, the universe, like that sort of in that realm.
Wow, that's awesome. Okay. अनि त्यसो भए तिमीले अब सानो हुँदाखेरि कति 6 वर्षको हुँदाखेरि आयो भन्यो होइन, क्यानाडामा आउने बित्तिकै तिमीलाई त्यो के याद छ? हुन्छ नि अब नयाँ कन्ट्री होइन, नयाँ भाषा, इङ्ग्लिस पढ्न त त्यति गाह्रो भएन होला अब सानोमा आएको, तर के याद छ?
I remember a lot of things. So when I first moved to Canada, it was Winnipeg, Manitoba. It was so cold. It was so cold. We came in June. It was fine. The transition was really fine because मेरो मामाहरू पहिले आउनु भएको थियो 2009 मा. So they were here for 1 year. So they helped us with everything, with moving, with finding houses, and everything like that. Stayed in Winnipeg for stayed there for a long time actually, for like 7 years, 8 years. That's where I attended my primary school till grade 7. Then I moved. I remember it being very cold. When I first came, there was this place called the Recenter. It was for immigrants, new immigrants coming to Canada. They took us on camping trips, field trips. They introduced us to other communities, like other
अरू
Yes,
इमिग्रेन्ट्सहरूलाई
exactly. Like from Africa.
मल्टिकल्चरल काउन्सिल जस्तो
Exactly. So they helped us transition. That's where I also got introduced to a computer, my first ever computer. Actually, no, in Nepal, I remember like त्यो नेपालको त्यो बजारमा हुन्छ नि त्यो computer shop हो कि कुनै के भनिन्छ. I remember playing like a game, but I don't remember a lot. Tara in Winnipeg, I remember like using a computer, and I was like, "Oh my god, what is this magic with the keyboard, the mouse? Because you could move it and it's on the screen, right?" And I was like, "Oh my, that's so cool." Then I kept using a computer, and I really got good at it. And in terms of learning the language, it was super easy for me. I was young, right? I was 6 years old. The young mind can just comprehend like anything. It can learn so easily. So it was really easy for me. And yeah.
ओके त्यसो भने अब एजुकेसनमा अब तिमीले अब कम्प्युटरै पढ्छु भनेर लाइक अब हाई स्कुलमा के कोर्सेसहरू लिनुपर्छ तिमीले जो अहिले गर्दैछौ नि अब कम्प्युटरकै बारेमा तिमी काम गर्छौ होइन सो के कोर्सेस लिनुपर्छ हाई स्कुलमा कस्तो जर्नी थियो
High school, I'll be honest, I did high school the मलाई मन परेन. Because I don't know, it was just I moved two high schools. So from Winnipeg, I moved to Guelph. From Guelph, I studied from grade 8 to 9. Then from grade 9, I moved to Windsor. Then I just lost so many friends I made through grade 8 to grade 9, right? And throughout my stay at Windsor, I went to Vincent Massey, by the way. It was not good. I had friends. I could make a lot of friends easily because I moved so much, right? I had the ability to make friends, but I just did not want because I kept thinking about my old friends. I used to play games with him, play on the PS4 and online games, Discord, all that. It was like that. But in terms of like why I did IT, I think it was everybody told me I was really good at problem solving, whether it's a computer problem, a phone problem, internet issue, or anything like that. I was really good at it. So that's like the main reason I did it. I got so much support, so much love from family saying that if you do IT, you'll be so good. You'll get a job so easily. So I did that. In terms of high school courses, I took just math. Just for St. Clair College, it's just math that's needed, college math. And then I chose to go to St. Clair because it's more hands-on than the university. University is just theory, reading, not using hands a lot. So I did that. And yeah, honestly, you just need college math for St. Clair. And I also took like some computer courses, not really required, but it's nice to have as like a background when transitioning to St. Clair.
ओके अनि यो कति लामो कोर्स हो कलेजमा गएर होइन अनि के अब कलेजमा कतिवटा कोर्सेसहरू हुन्छ
So I started in 2021, and I finished in 2024, so a 3 years course. It's called Advanced Diploma. They teach you from the basics to like advanced computer troubleshooting. It's hands-on. It's not like coding. It's not computer science. You don't sit in a computer desk all day and just just work on something for like 8 hours a day. And that's not something I wanted to do. I wanted to roam freely. I wanted to talk with people about what problems they had with computers. So they teach you about, there's a course called Help Desk. That's where you learn about how to talk with people, how to communicate technical terms to non-technical terms. For example, if there's a problem with a computer, for example, if there's an internet problem, how would you say that? Like, it's so detailed, like I can't even explain it right now, but just from the technical to the non-technical terms, you have to communicate that because people don't understand, right? So yeah, so just from basics to advanced, they teach you about that. It's very hands-on. They teach you about computers, computer hardwares, RAM, memory, like 16 gigs, 8 gigs of RAM memory, storage system, SSD, HDD, hard disk drive, and the solid state drive. Those are the different types of memories. I don't want to say too much, but just computer parts, routers, what type of routers there are, how fast the routers are, for which type of manufacturing plant, for buildings, for a house, which one is good for which router is suitable for that type of environment. Because some routers, for example, for this wall, you need some sort of a certain router because you need to be able to penetrate the wall in order to get the signal to your phone. So you learn about that. You learn about different wavelengths, like you know how we have like the microphone, the
Microwave?
microwave, yes, microwave wavelengths. They teach you all about that, the whole spectrum, the ultraviolet light. They teach you about that. So yeah, it's a really good course actually. So I learned a lot about like the detailed parts, and yeah, it was really good actually, hands on.
Okay. Ani, what is your favorite part about learning about computers?
Learning about computer, my favorite parts, it's the actual hands-on parts. So like I said, for with my course, you get to go into career where you talk with a lot of people.
Online, Berta?
Online, it can be online, but in person too. Because for example, if a server has a problem, you can't really fix it remotely. Some you can, but it's in person mostly because of security reasons. If you mess up a server, if it gets hacked, it gets access to like the whole company, right? It gets breached. So in that terms, you have to go in person. Um, and yeah, that's just because of security reasons, I guess.
Okay. And financially, अब like कति पैसा लाग्यो यो कोर्स गर्नका लागि, just so like young people if they
Yeah.
want to go to like computer networking
For
area.
the young people right now, I feel really bad for you because the OSAP, the Ontario just cut the OSAP, right? For me, the first 3 years were completely free. I had no loans. So, but the course itself, it was about 6,000 per year.
Oh.
So 6, 12, 18, 15, 15,000 in total. And everything was covered by OSAP. And it was really nice. I was very lucky for that. But right now, things have changed, right? So and and then after that, I bridged into business admin. All the full terms is honors bachelor's of business and IT administration. So 2 extra years for a bachelor's, and for that I had to pay everything. So it's more expensive. A bachelor's, it's can't remember on top of my head, but about 8,000 per year.
So 2 वर्षको.
हजुर 2 वर्षको, so 16,000
Okay.
loan. I gotta start paying that back.
Yeah. So why IT?
IT. I chose IT because I was just really good at it. Honestly, just everybody supported me, like I said earlier. And yeah, I initially wanted to go into psychology for that, but in order to get a job or even have a chance of getting a job, you need like a PhD or a master's, like minimum. And just for that, I don't think it was really worth it. But looking back at it now, I wish I did that
Psychology.
it's not like I regret it, but I wish I did it. I wouldn't have.
Well, you still have time. You're so young.
Yeah, I still do have time. And maybe I'll get into that sometime in the future.
Yeah. Okay. अनि अब लाइक हाम्रो कम्युनिटीमा कसैले सोधो सरल भाषाले यो IT के हो भनेर सोधो भने how would you definite IT?
The IT term is information technology. So I guess information about technologies, not just computers, phones, SIMs, like how the phone talks to like other phones, just that. So just problem solving, a problem that a person has, and you solve that problem, and you stop that problem from reoccurring again. So that's just what IT is, just helping a person, I guess.
Okay. अनि हाम्रो कम्युनिटीमा के लाइक भलन्टियरहरू के यसो गरेको छौ लाइक तिमीले हेल्प गर्ने अब यो पढ्दा पढ्दाखेरि पनि हुन्छ नि अब कम्युनिटीलाई के भलन्टियर गरेको छ या आइटीमै?
Yeah, in terms of like direct IT, no, because I don't think there is anything that I need to help with. But in terms of like microphone setup, like for like teachko program I help a bit, not a lot. So yeah, in terms of IT, not really, but that extra stuff, yeah, I do help. I try to help.
So तिमीले अहिले अब IT पढ्दा पढ्दै हैन, what do you think about AI?
AI, it's the most popular thing going on right now. Personally, AI, I used AI throughout. Started in 2021 with ChatGPT. That's when everything was just starting. I did not know about it. 2022, that's when I got to know about it, and I finished my first year. And after that, everything was just crazy. Everybody started using it. And personally, me, I started using it too, and I was like, oh my God, I am a genius. I found this thing, and I was like, I'm gonna get all straight A's. I'm gonna be so good, so smart, and and that did not happen. The colleges,
That's
the
so funny.
universities, they caught on. They learned about AI and everything. So plagiarism, they have tools for that, for detecting if you cheated, wrong citations, if you did that, they know. So don't use AI just to copy everything. Use AI as a tool. Don't use it as everything. So I think AI in itself, it's really good. It can accelerate your learning by a lot, but only if you use it in a way that doesn't harm you, or like it doesn't harm your problem solving capabilities. You need to be able to still problem solve the issue at hand, and you can't just rely on AI. So that's what I think about it.
Okay, so if I were to ask you, what are some positive impacts of AI on the
Mhm.
negative impacts of using an AI?
Honestly, I think there's more negatives than positive. Positive being if it's used as a tool
Correctly.
correctly, you can learn a lot. You can learn so much faster with AI. Just put your whole lecture slide into AI, then just learn, ask questions, tell it to give you analogies in a field that you already know. For example, whenever I use AI, I import my lectures into it, and I think it's a really good tips for everyone else listening to it. Import your lectures and ask for analogies relating to a thing you already know. For example, you are probably really good at, like, for example, let's say you are studying like psychology or something, right? Like, and you already know about nursing. Put the lectures inside the AI and ask it to give you connect. Ask it to help you connect with like nursing stuff, so you already know about nursing, and that helps you, like, connect to psychology, and in that way it helps. I think I don't know if you understand what I'm saying,
No,
but
मैले बुझेँ.
yeah.
Yeah, because healthcareमा पनि I've been seeing a lot of like हुन्छ नि जस्तै अब chartingहरूको बारेमा patientsहरूको informationहरूको बारेमा. Now it's all AI. They use AI. So I get what you're trying to
Yeah.
say. So you said positive, like obviously properly used one. What are the negative
Oh, the
effects?
negatives. I could talk about the negatives a lot.
Talk
One
about it.
negative being the electricity, the impact on the environment. Another one is memory shortage. So the RAM shortage on our phones, we have like the 8 gigs, 16 gigs RAM because of AI. The data centers, they use so much energy, um, and they need a lot of RAM. RAM is basically just random access memory. Random access memory. That means um, data you can quickly access and capture, so it's really fast. It's not like storage. It's really fast storage, like really fast. So data centers need a lot of that, and because of that, being able to build your own computer, build like for example, for myself, I wanted to build a computer. I wanted to buy parts, computer parts, and I could not because it's so expensive now because of AI. And on top of that, the electricity, like I said earlier, it's getting expensive in places like New York. People are talking about how everything is so expensive now. Their electricity bill went up like by like 40%. It's that crazy. The data centers, they rely on water, large amounts of water to keep the data center server cool down, because whenever like you're using electricity, it heats up, right? And you need something to cool it
To
down.
cool it down.
So they use water, and because of that, it's harming the environment, the animals, you know. But I guess I don't know if they actually care, the industries. I don't think they care. They just care about money, making
Yeah.
profits, right? But I guess there are some like good things about doctors using AI to accelerate their. For example, AI ChatGPT, it found out somebody had cancer because they put like a image of an X-ray or something on ChatGPT and identified it. There's like a whole news about that. I guess that's a good thing, right?
Depends, because that also the doctors can diagnose, right?
Yeah.
So like most of the times cost पनि हुन्छ नि, like if you get an X-ray and whatever, होइन, like if you have the images and if you upload it, if now ChatGPT is telling you have cancer.
Yeah.
I know. Let's see if it is legit or not, right? But
Yeah.
legit भयो भने त obviously हुन्छ नि treatment हुन्छ, but भएन होइन भने चाहिँ the misdiagnosis भयो भने त then it's like complete opposite.
Obviously.
So
And
you can't
yes,
rely 100%,
No,
right?
no.
'Cause always go to an expert.
Of
Because
course.
again, ChatGPT, AI, it's just all like online, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, artificial,
Yeah,
obviously, right?
like I can't just get my X-ray and
No.
give it to Chat. I have to be an expert in that
Exactly,
field. That's what
yeah.
I'm saying. Use it as a tool. Don't rely everything on it. And doctors using AI, that's so good because they know what
They
they're
use
doing.
it properly, होइन, to
Exactly.
help. So हाम्रोमा चाहिँ अहिले के हुँदैछ भने AI how they are using, होइन, यो कुरा गर्दा गर्दै it's हामी पेसेन्ट्सको टाइम धेर दिन सकौँ ताकि डकुमेन्टेसनमा भन्दा पनि लेखेर अब लाइक हुन्छ नि पेसेन्टको 15 मिनटको समय छ अरे हामी 10 मिनट चार्टिङ लेख्न नोट्स गऱ्यौँ भने 5 मिनट त पेसेन्टलाई दिउँ भने त इट्स नट फेयर होइन पेसेन्टको कुरा सुन्नु कि लेख्नु सो नाउ वर युजिङ लाइक भोइस रेकर्डिङहरू ताकि दे क्यान रेकर्ड हाम्रो होल कन्भर्सेसन अनि होल चार्टिङै जेनेरेट गरिदिन्छ So now this whole 15 minutes we're only talking to the patients.
That's
so that
really,
is a positive use of AI, right? But negative, putting your X-ray and then all that, like misdiagnosis. Yeah, good things.
Exactly.
That's a little bit dangerous.
And expanding on that, maybe in the future, like 10, 15 years, you can actually have like robots as nurses, right?
Yeah.
And
yeah,
that's another problem.
Where are we
Job
gonna
losses,
yeah.
Right? That's one of the things I'm as
scared.
students
Me too.
struggling with. I'm trying to find a job, and it's just holy crap! It's so difficult to find a job. And the job boards, they have so many fake postings. So what they do is you apply your resume, and in that resume you have address, your email address, your phone number, your name.
Scammers.
And I get so many calls from scammers. One time I got a call from scammers, and I started singing because. And he was like, "Oh my, it's just the amount of
it's
scammers."
So dangerous.
The amount of scammers I get, I just start just have fun with them.
Yeah.
Because I put my resume in so many places, right? And they just have access to that. So whenever I'm applying, I make sure that it's a legit job. I background check the companies, go on LinkedIn, see what the history is. Because now with the AI, they can automate. They can create their own images. A real person, you can't even differentiate between what an AI is and what how like a real person looks. The videos, right?
Even day-to-day basis, whenever like relationships, like family, relationships, whatever studies, you can't differentiate now.
No.
You can't. The real life, I believe God like AI, like we can't even find out AI real.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so dangerous.
I guess the government has to put some sort of like
restrictions,
like heavy restrictions on, especially deepfakes. Putting celebrities' face on like things you should not be doing, very gruesome things, right?
Even like studying, like if I go back to like when I was studying, I'm like I've never used ChatGPT in my life, never. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I've never used because plagiarism nursing is a big thing, like you get caught, whatever. So I've never used like Google like notes like एकदम डर लाग्थ्यो. And then plus AI I think that the popular thing back then, like 5 years, 6 years ago. Now everybody's using ChatGPT. It's J test like driving test boy, whatever testing, assignments. Like how are students gonna learn?
Yeah, that's the biggest
How are they
problem
gonna
right now.
learn?
I think the one step a college can take is universities. Instead of giving out assignments to work for the students to work at home or like outside the class area, try to implement
in-person thing.
Heavy in person, because most lectures I go to, they're like 3 hours space is given, but the professors only use like 1 hour or 1 hour 30 minutes instead of just using that 1 hour. Use the full 3 hours. Try to be more hands-on. Try to let the students complete the assignments in school. But I think that's gonna happen because I don't know what else the colleges are gonna do to fight
control
this.
it.
Exactly.
So एउटा advice दिनु पर्यो हाम्रो नेपाली कम्युनिटीलाई यो AI को बारेमा भने like हुन्छ नि, what would you advise?
Learn about AI, learn about the dangers of AI, right? Because even मेरो बाबा हुनुहुन्छ, on YouTube he's watching like these fake AI videos, and most of the time it's wrong, just wrong information.
Wrong information, yeah.
Because it's like one prompt, and now it has the ability to generate a video. It can edit a video and everything, right? So it just generates like false information. So just whenever you're reading a news, watching a news, just anything.
Know your sources.
Exactly. Know your sources. Research. Um, think about it. Just don't consume. Think. Problem solve. See what happened. See where the issue, like the real issue is, and just try to trace back onto like the actual problem. Just don't listen and be like, oh my god, that's true. That's I'm gonna start believing it. So yeah, just
Okay. So
know it.
Okay, that's good. So I hope हाम्रो कम्युनिटीबाट धेरै लर्न गर्न पाइन्छ आज होइन भाइको लाइक आइटी बारेमा एआईको बारेमा कम्प्युटरको बारेमा होइन सो यो गर्दा गर्दै फ्यामिलीको कति सपोर्ट चाहिँदो रहेछ अब तिम्रो प्यासन तिम्रो स्टडिजहरूको लागि फाइनेन्सियली पनि कति अब महँगो हुन्छ हाउ इम्पोर्टेन्ट इज फ्यामिलीको सपोर्ट
Family for me, I think my top one priority is definitely family, especially after like मेरो दुईजना दिदीहरू बिहे गरेर जानुभएको थियो. I feel like my responsibility has definitely, I've been facing some sort of responsibilities, but I have wonderful two brothers, and Bhaoji and Baba, and they all help me. They're like, Baba is like, काम पनि गर्नु पर्दैन किन, just focus and study. But it doesn't work like that, you know. Like I feel like this sort of responsibility after, especially after मेरो दिदीहरू बिहे गरेर जानुभएको छ. So in terms of that, I think it's like
you become more responsible.
Yeah, because I'm the youngest of 5 siblings, right? Can you imagine? Spoiled brat.
Opposite.
Exactly. So we have like we're contrasting with each other. So it's like it's so weird because all of a sudden, and with COVID too, COVID impacted a lot. We all lost like 2 years of our lives.
Yeah.
It was just paused at that moment. And the impact of that, I'm feeling it right now because so much responsibilities, right? After COVID, everything accelerated. Everything that was supposed to happen, it happened super quick. So our mind can't even comprehend what happened. And yeah, a lot of Gen Zs like us are like struggling with that. What to do? What's the meaning of life? How can I find a job with AI too, right?
So जबको कुरा गर्दा गर्दै अब तिमीले यो आइटी अब 1 वर्षमा सक्छौ भन्यो होइन सो कम्प्युटरको त अलरेडी सक्यो अनि आइटीको ब्याचलर्स गरिसकेपछि जब्सहरू कसरी फाइन्ड गर्ने कति स्ट्रगल हुन्छ पैसा कति कमाइन्छ
For an IT I'll be honest, the starting salary it used to be a lot, but with AI
with AI
it's always back to AI. It's so frustrating. It's about like $22 per hour. It's some places it's even like $18 just minimum for like those help desk jobs. It used to be so much more, but with AI, for example, when you go to a website, you know, usually there's like agents and stuff. There used to be actual people. Now it's just a computer AI.
Yeah.
And it's so annoying because I want to talk to a real person. Even on the phone, it's an automated AI system. When you call CRA,
yes,
they're implementing a new system that it's going to be AI first, and you can tell everything to it.
Then you get to reach.
Then a real person. I guess that's good.
अलिकति वेट पिरियडहरू पनि त अलिक उयो हुन्छ होला हैन लाइक वेटिङ पिरियडहरू but then I get it. Yeah.
Just job loss.
Job loss. I don't know what people are gonna do.
Yeah. I'm just gonna like talk about job loss. So there's something called UBI, Universal Basic Income. It's something that Elon Musk proposed. So it's that AI do the jobs and everything, but everybody else gets a universal basic income, money to live by. They can do whatever they want, and it's like a dystopia. You don't even have to work; you get money, and by doing that, people are just gonna sit, watch Netflix all day, not exercise, right? And that's one of the problems. But it's I don't think we can fight this AI stuff.
No.
There's no fighting. We just have to learn to adapt to it. And adapting right now is like the most difficult part.
Okay.
So,
yeah. अनि अब यो गर्दा गर्दै अब तिमी लाइक के काम अहिले के काम के गर्दैछौ?
Working right now, I'm not working, but I am. During COVID, everybody was into investing. You know, how everybody was talking about stock markets. Everything was down. From that point, I started learning about investing and stuff. So I'm doing a bit of investing, learning about that. On the side, I'm applying for jobs, everyday jobs. Since last month, every day I've applied for like 3 jobs a day.
IT related.
Yes, exactly, okay. IT. Applying not just in Windsor, British Columbia, Halifax, Nova Scotia, those areas.
It's very hard, eh?
It's so difficult.
Hard.
The competition, and especially like 2 years ago, you know how we had so much international students coming in. Finding a job even
Then
back
was hard
then,
and
even finding a
yeah.
normal job was normal as in like non-IT.
हामी like यहाँकै residents like
Yeah, exactly. It was so difficult. So I struggled with finding a normal job back then, and now I'm struggling to
double
find
struggle.
struggling to find a IT job now.
Okay.
But I did have an interview like a few days ago.
Okay.
So let's see what happens.
Okay.
And yeah.
Okay. So well, भाइलाई all the very best होइन. I'm sure you're gonna do great होइन. अब like कति information दियो आज तिमीले मलाई like मेरो complete opposite interestबाट होइन. I learned so much from you. So धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद होइन भाइलाई. So यो भन्दा भन्दै तिम्रो side hobbiesहरू के छ like तिमी singingहरू अथवा केमा रुचि छ तिमीलाई?
One of is soccer. Soccer is always going to be there. Soccer, football. Support Barcelona, and I've been playing since I was very young from Nepal. Another thing is going to the gym, working out, improving myself, mostly mentally now, but physically too, obviously. Another thing, I started practicing singing because हाम्रो दादा गाउनुहुन्छ नि
Yeah, ठुलो दादा.
दादा मेरो साथी पनि गाउँछ नि एकजना and and yeah, I'm just learning from them, asking advice, annoying them, sending them voice recordings, saying how my voice is. And I think I'm improving, but obviously I want to get better. And I want to get better in like everything, just IT, singing, soccer, improving every single day. And yeah.
Yeah, we heard a little trial because I was doing my introduction and you were just singing in the bathroom.
Yeah.
That was so funny.
And I was like, oh.
Yeah. Okay, so again, भाइलाई धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद होइन. हाम्रो 2टा गेम छ अनि 2टा गेम सकेपछि चाहिँ अब यो एपिसोड सकिन्छ होइन. So एउटा शब्द भन्छु भाइलाई एकैचोटि के याद आउँछ है त?
Okay.
Okay. Do you know the meaning of Jeevan Sangraha?
Jeevan Sangraha, collection of life.
Oh, यो त पुरा रटेर आयो जस्तो.
Yeah, no, it's written right here.
Oh, beside that, did you know what Sangraha भनेको?
I think, like, honestly, I think it meant like struggle. Is it struggle?
Gatherings, life-को lessons-हरू, gatherings, होइन, life-को moments. त्यही भएर त सबै नयाँ नयाँ युथहरू ल्याएर उनीहरूको जीवन
okay, that's
बारेमा.
really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not. Yeah, I think it was like struggle or something.
सङ्घर्ष भनेको struggle हो.
Okay.
So if I were to ask you तिम्रो लाइफमा सङ्घर्षको मोमेन्ट्सहरू के थियो भने के भन्छौ? First एउटा शब्द. सङ्घर्ष भन्ने बित्तिकै.
Learning.
AI, IT?
Learning.
Learning. Okay. अनि passion भन्ने बित्तिकै?
Passion. Soccer.
Okay. अनि mental health भन्ने बित्तिकै?
Friends.
Yeah. Okay. अनि blessings भन्ने बित्तिकै?
Jai Shri Krishna.
अनि mindfulness भन्ने बित्तिकै?
Meditation.
Okay. अनि light भन्ने बित्तिकै?
Ooh, light?
Light.
Electricity. No, I'm joking.
Life-को light.
Birth.
Okay. अनि empowerment भन्ने बित्तिकै?
Empowerment. Confidence.
Okay. अनि hope भन्ने बित्तिकै?
Hope. I'm just gonna think about this. Hope.
You've been thinking.
Hope.
फट्टा आउनु दिमागमा आउने बित्तिकै भन्नुपर्ने.
There's no words that are coming. Hope.
We're still hoping for AI to go away.
Hoping for AI to go away. Hoping as in like faith.
Faith.
Yeah.
Okay. अनि faith भनेको?
Faith. Believe.
Okay. Life भन्ने बित्तिकै? जीवन.
Ooh. Struggle.
Family भन्ने बित्तिकै?
Love.
Okay. All right. अनि power भन्ने बित्तिकै?
Control.
Okay. All right. So अब म like just some conclusive questions-हरू सोध्छु अनि just like your whole podcast-लाई एउटा conclude गर्छ होइन? Okay. What are some of the good things of being the youngest sibling?
You get whatever you want. You can ask. You have 5 siblings, and they all like have jobs and stuff. So I just ask for money whenever I don't have money. Especially Mira Tuldidi, she's in Halifax. I ask her for money whenever I don't have. But I try to like be more self-sufficient. When I was younger, I used to ask a lot of for money. But now, as I get older, it's kind of like not
Because
embarrassing.
उनीहरूको पनि त life हुन्छ
Yeah,
हैन,
exactly.
उनीहरूको
It's
त
not embarrassing, but it's kind of weird because
mindfulness एउटा mindful हुनु पर्यो that oh they have their lives, they have to
exactly,
work hard भनेर.
exactly.
Okay, and so the good things भयो, negative things of being the youngest sibling.
You get told what to do. भात खाइरहेको बेलामा पानी ल्याइदिनु पर्ने हुन्छ.
हेप्ने.
हेप्ने, कुट्ने,
Oh.
just annoying me
Yeah.
for no reason.
त्यो त माया हो नि त.
Yeah, it's
त्यो त
all
माया हो.
love, but
Okay.
but
तर हेपेको पनि हेऱ्यो त पानी ल्याइदिनु. You just think that हेपेको.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So basically, it's just getting told what to do.
Okay.
But I guess as a youngest, it's my duty to
Yeah.
listen. Respect them.
अनि एउटा message, एउटा त contribution अथवा एउटा dedication wordहरू केही दिन चाहन्छौ भने तिम्रो फ्यामिलीमा, what would you say?
Like, what do you mean?
Like एउटा केही message, एउटा thank you note केही भन्न चाहन्छौ यो podcast through
For my
family
family, to my family,
straight look to the camera.
thank you so much. Sabai, like for everything. The love. Like I'm so lucky to have you. I'm thankful for everything that I have, and I could not be where I am right now without your love, your care, support. Just without family, I don't know what.
Family
would be,
is the
right?
most
Family
important
is the
thing.
most important. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I like to give that platform पनि thank you भन्न, like family. I've done that with a couple of my guests.
Yeah.
Like हुन्छ नि के what would you say? Because we don't say हामी day to day basis मा thank you.
हाम्रो नेपाली like culture मा हुन्छ नि background मा like त्यो माया गर्ने hug गर्ने त्यस्तो हुँदैन, like it's not physical.
माया
It's just-
देखाउँदैनौ.
Exactly, it's all internal. We're always supporting our family members from behind the scenes, always there for each other. It's not like if a random person came and they saw it, we would not be hugging them. It's just namaste, it's
Yeah.
it's all like I guess wireless. Wireless.
So sometimes त्यही भएर चाहिँ it's important to show your parents, your siblings that हुन्छ नि
Exactly.
धन्यवाद भनेर
Exactly.
माया गरेर.
And as the youngest, I tend to do that. Hug everyone, kiss everyone.
I think the youngest always they do that.
Always the clingiest one, right?
Yeah.
Always the clingiest one. Always the loudest one.
Of course.
And I'm in that family, always trying to hug people, try to be closer to them. And yeah,
I think हामीले त सिक्नु पनि पर्छ. I think older generations ले पनि र older siblings ले पनि I think it's important to know that it's okay माया देखाउनु के हुन्छ हैन आफ्नो
Exactly.
परिवारलाई. आफ्नो परिवार त हो नि त
it's like,
हैन.
no, I think
I learned from you guys.
yeah,
त्यस्तो
we find
कुरामा.
it awkward, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm Nepalima, just hugging because we never learn about that.
No.
But I think like as family, it's normal to do all those stuff. It's healthy.
Yeah.
Talk about mental health problems, what problems you're facing, not hiding it.
Yeah.
It should be encouraged actually in हाम्रो नेपाली को समाजमा हुन्छ नि. So yeah.
Yeah, that's important. Yeah, so एउटा तिमीले लाइफमा like you're like what 21 22 अहिले 22 एउटा एडभाइस जो धेरै डिप एडभाइस जो तिमीलाई कसैले दिएको जो तिमी पास गर्न चाहन्छौ मलाई अथवा ऑडियन्सहरुलाई कसैलाई.
One advice that I was given, well, technically given from like YouTube and all that. I'm into like
मान्छेले दिएको कसैले influential person एउटा हुन्छ.
yeah. So I'm into like self-improvement, how to improve your life, how to improve yourself.
Meditation and stuff.
Meditation, I journal, meditate
Oh.
like almost every single day. I have like 3 journal books full. I
Wow.
started from when COVID started. So I journal about everything, what I did. Today I'm going to go home and journal about this podcast.
Oh, okay, that's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. So, because journaling helps you
Yes.
organize your thoughts, right?
Uh-huh.
You can see those things more clearly.
And you
about-
can always go back and be like, this is what I did, you didn't.
Exactly. One of the problems is I don't look back on those journals,
Oh.
but I started looking back and
Because of the journals.
seeing how I was back then.
Okay.
Meditating, it's especially in the social media era, it's so important to meditate, getting off social media and everything like that.
So one advice would you say, like it's about self-awareness, के भन्नु, discipline. They advise दिएको थियो कसैले जो you want to pass to others or?
Yeah, the biggest advice is always learn. Not just in school, learn every single day about anything you want, just to improve your life. How, not your life, how you can improve your own life and your family members, your
Environment.
friends, the community, samaj. Just how you can be a great person, how you can be seen as a great person. So just improving in that sense, always learning about anything, something. And in that way, you also have like a life purpose, right? Learning is about, life is about learning, improving oneself. So
Okay.
I think that's like one advice I'd give to people.
Okay. अनि एउटा कुरा तिमीले भनेको थियो साइकोलोजीको. Why didn't you go to psychology?
It was kind of like pressure. I'm
Ah.
putting it kind of on my family, not on my
Peer
family
pressure.
directly, but I think it was very valid for what they said. Like काम पाउँदैन psychologyको लागि 4 वर्ष पढ्नुपर्छ. फेरि त्यही after that another 2 years, and after that another 2 years. So you need a doctorate or a master's.
Psychologists don't know, yeah.
Yeah, and the money is super expensive too, right?
So would you go back again after?
I was thinking of, after I finished my my bachelor's of business, I thought of going into like business of psychology,
Oh.
so I can at least get like a glimpse of what it's like to study that. But now I don't think it's really, I don't have to do it because I can learn everything from online.
Yes.
I can teach myself that. And I have been learning a lot about psychology, spirituality, religious stuff. हाम्रो हिन्दू धर्मको बारेमा हुन्छ नि. So yeah, just self-learning.
Okay. अनि एउटा कुरा जो साइकोलोजीले तिमीलाई अलिकति सिकाएको अथवा मेन्टल अवेरनेस मेन्टल हेल्थको बारेमा केही कुरा सिकाएको तिमीलाई?
One of the number one cause of depression हुन्छ नि हाम्रो एरामा, it's isolation. Not meeting your friends, साथीहरूसँग प्लान नबनाउने, नभेट्ने, just using your phone a lot, going social media. So that's my advice.
social हुनु पर्यो.
Exactly. Be more social, be more. You don't have to be talkative, you don't have to be extrovert, but just make plans with your friends once a week, twice a week.
Okay.
It's so important, like I've realized. Because I used to be addicted to my phone, I won't lie, like 8 hours, 9 hours a day. But now I've toned
Cut
it down
down
to
the
about
hours,
like
okay.
4 hours, 5 hours a day.
That's awesome.
And like I'm really like happy about that. And I want to just spread that message of saying like, don't be on social media all the time. Use it as a platform, use it as a learning platform, teaching others, but don't use it to compare yourself. Don't use it in a negative way. It's just like we talked about AI. Use it in a positive way. Use it to connect with your friends. But don't make AI, AI, make social media your everything.
Important,
You know?
day-ko important subject.
Exactly.
Okay. Last question for you. Where can we see you in 10 years?
10 years? Hopefully in a valley in Nepali on a farmland with a bunch of cows, dogs, animals, and there's a river.
Wow.
But I don't know if that's a reality, but I really want
you're
that
just
to happen.
dreaming. Okay.
I don't want to do the 9 to 5, the regular jobs,
Yeah, me
the
too.
office job. I do not.
So Nepal फर्केर नेपाल village area.
हजुर नेपाल हुन्छ नि कहीँ या नेपालमै आफ्नो देश भनेको आफ्नै देश हुन्छ नि त भाषाहरू culture. Even I grew up here.
You
I
like
came-
Nepal? सानै हुँदा
आफ्नै
पनि
culture, like, so
मलाई पनि
much.
त्यस्तै I wish नेपालमा if somebody gave me $1 million I'd be like okay Nepal भोलि
Nepal,
प्याक गरे
exactly. I
नेपाल.
think like
back.
everybody would say
Nepal,
that. Especially, and I'm really like super excited because with the Balan Shah,
Oh,
the
okay.
new prime minister, I really
The
hope
new prime minister, he's already announced.
Is he announced?
No, you are announcing अहिले भनेको.
Oh yeah. Well, I think he still has to do the oath. But
Yeah.
when he becomes the new prime minister, I really hope with how he did with Kathmandu, how clean it was, how
Yeah.
safe it was. He just did such a good job, right?
Okay.
I hope he does that for whole of Nepal. So in the next 10 years, I really hope they make the country a
Okay.
better place, a bit easier place to travel. Because right now, it doesn't allow dual citizenship. And I hope, so I hope that
तिमी so 10 वर्षमा गएर like
I
you
can
would
get-
want to stay Nepal.
exactly.
Okay, take me with you also.
Of course.
Alright, so जाँदा जाँदै जहिले पनि म भन्छु गेस्टहरूलाई दुईटा प्रश्न अथवा दुई तिनवटा whatever questions you want to ask me, you can ask me.
Yeah, I have a few questions. तपाईँलाई यो podcast गर्दा, what do you think is like the biggest problem to going like to
Social media मा जान.
going forward, like in the next few years, do you think you'll still be doing this?
Next few years त I don't know, but like मैले फर्स्टमा पनि भनेको थिएँ like when I talked with my sister अनि उसले नि अब धेरै encourage गरेको. I said कि I'm not thinking like forever गर्ने obviously. दुई तिनजना गेस्ट ल्याएर मैले बोलेँ भने पनि that would make such a difference.
Yeah.
5, 10 अहिलेसम्म मेरो this is probably my 6th episode, 6, 7.
Yeah.
If I do 10, 15 त्यतिमा I feel like कति सिकाउने एउटा मौका पाउँछ एउटा प्लेटफर्म मिल्छ भन्ने हो. So I am taking it as I go.
Yeah.
I don't think एक वर्षमा के हुन्छ भने I don't think
It's
of the
not like
future.
fully planned.
No, it's as I go because एउटा मान्छेलाई ल्याएर सोधे भने पनि एउटा मान्छे because you have taught me so much about computer IT हैन that I didn't know हैन so every guestहरूलाई बोलाउँदाखेरि I learned so much.
Yeah.
So 10, 15, 20 भयो भने I'm happy.
Really?
कति जति भयो पनि I'm happy.
That's really good.
Yeah.
What's the biggest problem you're facing right now with like this whole podcast setting up? Like, is it scheduling? Like
Scheduling.
scheduling?
Yeah. मेरो सिस्टरको छुट्टी भएको मेरो पनि छुट्टी मिलाउनुपर्छ अनि गेस्टहरूको पनि छुट्टी मिलाउनुपर्छ सो जहिले रिस्केड्युलहरू गर्नु परिन्छ अब गेस्टहरू बोलाउन हैन because my sister is always behind the camera so she has to be off I have to be off अनि काम full time job भएपछि हैन
yes. You work too, right?
Oh, I have to work,
yes,
brother.
Of course.
So full time काम भएपछि बहिनीको नि full time काम भएपछि and family पनि अब सबै काममा भएकोलाई मात्रै गर्न मिल्छ because नभए it's a chaos, right?
Oh,
like
it's
everybody
Nepali household.
Nepali household. So Sunday पनि film गर्न पाइँदैन so scheduling it's hard but I love and I'm enjoying because I learned so much from you guys.
It's so good that you're doing this. Like I said earlier, I saw your TikTok and I went to your channel and I was like, this is so cool. You're gathering youths हाम्रो नेपाली community देखि and putting them out there. Maybe it'll help them get a job. Maybe,
maybe,
you know, who
yeah.
knows? Maybe like an employer will see this and see the skills that they have, the communication skills, about knowledge they have and how they're able to portray that. So yeah, in that.
And also the most important thing, मैले like सोचेको the why I did this is because हामी जहिले पनि जाँदाखेरि ठुलो मान्छेहरूको podcast सुनिन्छ elder generation.
Yes.
We've never really heard younger people like हुन्छ नि 15, 20 or 30 like almost like closer to 30. We need to know उनीहरूको पनि त transition नेपालदेखि आएर struggle-हरू.
Exactly. That's
हामीलाई spoiled भन्छ नि हामी like हुर्कियौँ
oh
whatever.
my God, that's one of the biggest problems. I had a fight with my sister. She was like, for you it was so easy and everything. For me it was so difficult because I had to learn English. In a way, yes, but you know, I also faced struggle. Like not directly I meant, but indirectly, right?
आफ्नो struggle हुन्छ नि त.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
like,
त्यही गर्न खोजेको. I'm not saying कि parents-हरूको obviously they have struggled the most.
Yeah, exactly.
Older generations that they have struggled. Nothing can compete to that.
Our struggle is like a different type of struggle, but still a struggle. Like
त्यही चाहिँ गर्न खोजेको मैले देखाउन खोजेको that अनि अर्को कुरा learning. हामी सबैबाट learn गर्न सक्छौँ. सानो बच्चा 1 year देखि 2 year सबै will learn from everybody. So that's what they are learning lesson.
Yeah, the biggest problem I think हाम्रो like
community
Nepali community for us youth and everybody हामी Canadian हो कि हामी नेपाली हो. We don't know because we're just stuck between these two planes, right?
But I'm happy to know that you love Nepal and you want to go back.
Of course,
I mean nothing आफ्नो देश भनेको आफ्नै देश हो. So yeah, thank you so much bhai. हैन कति सिक्न पाइयो हैन. So thank you again.
Thank you so much Didi for having me. I'm so excited to see how this turns out because we talked for a lot.
We talked a lot,
time,
yeah.
So yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. तपाईलाई पनि धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद यति वर्षमा हाम्रो अर्को एपिसोड पनि हेरिदिनु भयो धेरै माया दिदै हुनुहुन्छ अझै पनि सपोर्ट गरिदिनु होला लाइक कमेन्ट सब्स्क्राइब गरिदिनु होला आई होप केही न केही कुराहरू हामी सिक्दै छौं यो पडकास्टबाट हाम्रो मेन उद्देश्य भनेको पनि एउटा इन्फर्मेसन दिने हाम्रो कम्युनिटीमा सबैको एउटा स्ट्रगल स्टोरी सुन्ने हो सो धेरै धेरै माया गरिदिनु भएकोमा धन्यवाद